still have stuff to do here. Da Vinci told his assistant that the cylinder containing the information regarding the whereabouts of Archimedes' notes is hidden here in the workshop. Fascinating, but it would take forever to read them all. The Chronicles says Lorenzo de' Medici is called the Magnificent. So, Archimedes' writings must be under a painting that has something to do with Lorenzo de' Medici. Damn, it must be the Madonna Benoit, and it was just picked up. I have to follow those two and get my hands on that painting. My God, what a strange dream. Was Max right? Do my dreams mean something? If so, then I don't get it. Maybe I need to piece it all together. Over 2,000 years ago, Archimedes writes a scroll, the contents of which are so volatile that even the genius Leonardo da Vinci later fears to publish it. So he hides the scroll under the Madonna Benoit and sells it to a Florentine businessman, and the painting survives for centuries.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be starting our descent into San Francisco shortly. Please turn off all electronic devices and fasten your seatbelts. Thank you.
The painting is the key. I have to talk to the restorer Max was going to meet at the Palace of Fine Arts. Perhaps he can help me make sense of it all, and find Max. Huh? What's going on here?
As we expected, she's headed to the Palace of Fine Arts to talk to Anderson. Keep an eye on her.
Excuse me, what happened here?
There was a fire. The museum will be closed until further notice.
I'm looking for the museum's restorer, Michael Anderson. Do you know him?
Yes, I'm afraid he's been missing since the fire.
Don't you have anything more specific? A lead? An address?
Sorry, ma'am, but I can't comment on ongoing investigations.
Of course. At least tell me. The pictures from the Leonardo exhibit, were they destroyed?
No. All the artworks are safe in a fireproof archive in the basement.
So they're still in the building?
That's what I said. Now, answer a few of my questions. Who are you? What are you doing here? What's your interest in the fire?
No, I came especially to see the exhibit. I'm a big fan of Leonardo.
Yeah, so's my wife. Did you see Titanic?
Yes. Painting in my dream. It's here, I don't believe it. Did all of that really happen? But then, behind this painting, must be the scroll, the fire at the museum. Is it coincidence? Or did someone want to destroy the painting? I have to go to the museum and find it. Advertising the Leonardo da Vinci exhibition. And I know the painting on the poster all too well, the Madonna Benoit. The cop won't let me. A textbook American cop. The engine is running. In Germany, he'd have an army of environmentalists on his heels by now. You can't test drive a squad car, not without fiancé-threatening ramifications. I wonder what's inside. The cop would see that in the rear-view mirror. An empty glass bottle with a screw cap. An empty glass bottle with a screw cap. An ordinary American puddle. Wrong place, wrong time. Time magazine. Time magazine. Cover story? The War on Recreational Drugs. The cover shows a bottle of whiskey. A piece of glass. A piece of broken glass. Real sharp. Some useful things, some less so, some questionable magazines. Standard news kiosk. I don't want this stuff. The owner seems to be a real patriot. The owner seems to be a real patriot. Looks busy. Hello.
Hello, lovely lady. How can I make your visit to the Palace of Fine Arts even sweeter today?
Come to think of it, I'd like something to drink.
How about an iced tea? Very refreshing.
Well,
Sorry, I don't carry German beer. You don't want to raise any eyebrows. Brows, get it?
you're a regular Roger Moore. Yes, people who live in Germany only drink beer. Schnell, give me 3 liters of the stuff immediately.
You can't just buy alcohol anywhere, you know.
Why ever not?
You aren't really expecting me to give you a lecture on California's alcohol laws, are you? The only thing you need to know is that I don't sell alcohol here because I'm not allowed to. It's that simple. So do you want an alcohol-free iced tea or not?
Oh, all right. Perhaps if I snort it, I'll get some kind of buzz. Honestly, the customer service here. Bye-bye.
Have a good one, lady.
Iced tea in a carton. How civilized. Okay, I cut the whiskey bottle label out of the front page. I sense that's all I'll need. I managed to cut out the label of the whiskey bottle. I'll moisten the label a little. Should stick to the bottle, at least until it dries. A remarkable resemblance to an empty whiskey bottle. The tea looks a lot more appetizing in a bottle. Looks like a real bottle of whiskey. Tastes like crap. If I approach from the side, I can place my whiskey bottle in between the other wares without being noticed. I've snuck my dummy whiskey bottle onto the display. Hi, it's me again.
How can I help you, ma'am?
May I ask you something?
Isn't that what you've been doing this whole time?
It's because of the strict alcohol laws here in California. I don't want to make a mistake in getting wasted.
Alcohol is only sold in special liquor stores during legally mandated opening hours, and only to customers who are over 21 years old.
So, you can't just buy a bottle off the street?
Of course not. Are things different where you're from?
Well, you can buy just about anything just about anywhere. In every supermarket, at any gas station, even the smallest kiosk carries a wide selection, just in case.
Are you just talking about alcohol? Or can you buy firearms too?
I have to ask you about liquor licenses again.
What about them?
How do I recognize a licensed shop?
That's easy. Liquor stores have a sign over the door that says, liquor store. You can't miss it.
Really? So I can assume that the kiosk over there isn't allowed to sell alcohol.
Yes, ma'am. He can't sell you any alcohol. Licensed liquor stores have to be burglar-proof. That's why the kiosk doesn't have the sign I mentioned.
But I saw alcohol in its display.
Say that again?
Well, I don't know that much about it. I only drink beer from time to time, but what I saw over there looked suspiciously like a bottle of the devil's juice. Whiskey.
Well, if that's true, then I'll have to take a closer look.
I'm sure the officer will realize that it's just a harmless joke. At least, I hope so for the shopkeeper's sake. I wonder what's inside. The officer is out. A good opportunity to steal everything from the trunk. I'll keep everything I might be able to use. And I'll close it quietly. The can's full to the brim with diesel. Handy if you've lost the keys for the handcuffs. I guess the officer is having a word with the shopkeeper right now. According to the sticker, the emergency generator's behind that door. The door is secured by a fat padlock. That's where the fire must have broken out. I can't reach it. I can't reach it. Advertising the Leonardo da Vinci exhibition, and I know the painting on the poster all too well, the Madonna Benoit. The cop said the paintings were all secured. I have to find the Madonna Benoit and hope Archimedes' proof is still inside. I guess the paintings hung here before the fire broke out. Da Vinci's Madonna Benoit among them. I guess the paintings hung here before the fire broke out. Da Vinci's Madonna Benoit among them. A little small. The fuse for the lights. Nothing's happening. The fuse blew again. Nothing's happening. The fuse blew again. A fireproof metal door. The paintings were probably secured in this room when the fire broke out. The door has an electronic card lock. It's a long time since I last climbed along the outside of a public building. Looks like the fire might have broken out in the room behind this door. Utterly bent. I won't be able to open it, not even with a crowbar. That's where the fire must have broken out. The fire really tore through here. There's a basic lock on the drawer. Appears to be locked. No idea why the desk isn't as burned as the rest of the room. A bent glasses frame. The door has been warped by the heat. No one will ever be able to use a key with that again. The fire didn't do it much good. A tin watering can. All a victim of the fire. Off with the padlock. The generator is off. It's not starting, but what engine would without fuel? The can's full to the brim with diesel. It's made to be filled from a nozzle. I'll pour it all over the place otherwise. I've poured the diesel into the watering can. This fuel must be good for something. Perfect fit. Won't spill a drop. Chugging away, supplying power to the museum. A bent glasses frame. I can't see everything from down here. Of course, because I'll be able to pick a lock with a pair of glasses. All right, I'll give it a try. Imagine that. It worked. But there's nothing useful in here apart from a thin metal card. There's a data chip on the metal key card. Did it. The way to the archive is clear. This room has no windows. I can't see a thing. The lights are working now, but the sockets have blown. Looks like the emergency generator isn't capable of generating enough power for both the lights and the sockets. Bingo. Da Vinci's painting must be stored somewhere here. As you can't help noticing, the lights are on. Garden variety wooden boxes, full of stuff I don't need. The crates don't contain anything interesting. It's missing the shade, otherwise the lamp seems to be fine. A lamp. How useful. It's missing the shade, otherwise the lamp seems to be fine. As you can't help noticing, the lights are on. All the artwork is being safely stored in there. With any luck, the Madonna Benoit will be among them. There must be hundreds, if not thousands, of exhibits in there. It would take forever to find the Madonna Benoit. There must be an easier way. An ordinary socket. Do I look like a phase tester? One of these chic all-in-one computers, unfortunately without power. The computer isn't booting, probably because there's no power on the sockets. That must be Anderson's desk. The restorer Max was supposed to meet here. I wonder what information he had for Max. An extremely tidy desk. There's nothing here I could use. An X-ray machine used to analyze exhibits. Among other things, it can be used to verify their authenticity. Nothing's going to happen without power. I'll plug in the cable. Unfortunately, there's no power on the socket. I've plugged it in, but it's not going to light up without power. The sockets should work now, but the lights are blown. Looks like the emergency generator isn't capable of supplying power to run the lights and the sockets at the same time. Nice. Fast boot.